Okay, so I'm going to talk about the Julie Jamon case. Feel free to make fun of me. Feel free to make fun of my weight, my clothes, my teeth, my lifestyle, anything you want about me, my presumed sexuality, my presumed politics, but you're not going to do it on my sites, okay? So enjoy. Okay, so this video, and there'll be plenty more. Julie Jamon sued the city of Port Townsend and the YMCA, as many of you know. So you, Port Townsend, you need to sue city officials across the board personally. So a good friend of mine, now I view it case stuff, taught me always file lawsuits personally and professionally. So what Mauro did in the Julie Jamon case, in case you don't know, Mauro is the city manager in Port Townsend. And what Mauro did is created mass hysteria, sided with the YMCA within the first 24 hours, incited people, public records show, within the Port Townsend employees, libraries, public works, parks and recreation, you name it, emails to everybody about how horrible Julie Jamon is. Right now, Julie Jamon was a lifelong Democrat, and so was Amy Sousa. So it's a very diverse issue politically, but he took a side. He didn't investigate. He took the word of the YMCA manager that was told then to YMCA CEO Wendy Bart, things that Julie Jamon didn't say, didn't prove it, didn't investigate, didn't interview anyone else, just took her word, which is hearsay, of what the 18-year-old employee said or saw. But when you listen to the employee's podcast and 911 call, it's a very different story. So the YMCA manager just got hysterical and had an emotional response. And the CEO backed her story, and so did the city, with no investigation. Complete discrimination against an 80-year-old woman that was naked in the shower. And whether you think she was confused, whether you think she was, that she's against the gay and lesbian community, she's not. Whatever you think, she had a right to say whatever she wanted to say and not be banned and abused. It's First Amendment rights, civil rights, human rights, and never in a period in time that I can ever remember did we expect 80-year-olds to understand the culture of 18-year-olds, and if they didn't, we're going to ban them, be mean to them, pick at them, smother them, hit them, assault them. I mean, that's pretty evil, and your moral compass is way, way off. Anywho, so Mauro's personal, whether he was sucking up to everybody because he wants to keep his big city manager paycheck, which is like $175,000 a year, or it's his ideology or his dream of utopia for Port Townsend, whatever the reason is that Mauro did what he did, he did it in his personal capacity and his professional capacity. So the Jamon versus city case says that Mauro's being sued personally and professionally. So that's two different entities, okay? So if you're sued in your role as a professional, then it makes sense that the city would supply an attorney for you. But when you're sued in your role personally, then you need to foot the bill yourself, okay? So Mauro has two cases. One's personal, one's professional. So I've been waiting to see if this actually happened, because I saw that the attorneys for the city joined, and they joined to represent the city and Mauro personally and professionally. And I was like, well, surely they're not going to follow through with this, because it's a conflict of interest. It violates special privilege laws, ethics codes. You're the taxpayer footing the bill, right? There's no accountability. So, and they'll do whatever they want, and they don't care about getting sued, because you're the taxpayer paying for their lawyer, and you're going to pay the settlements, and you're going to pay the judgments, you're going to pay everything. It's not until you hold them accountable personally that they're going to go, well, maybe I shouldn't bring my personal ideology, my personal religion, my personal beliefs, my personal prejudices and discriminations into my workplace to govern the city and claim I'm bipartisan and neutral, as other favorite characters we know. Anyway, so I'm going to make the Jamon case as transparent as I can. No one's going to like it, but they're public records and anyone can get them. And so, it doesn't really hurt anybody's strategy to post documents in the Julie Jamon case or talk about them, because the parties involved already know they exist, because, they filed them. So whatever people say, but, I don't answer to anybody, and nobody approves of what I do. and I've already, died. I say in every video, taken out by the gods of the undersea. I lived in a car for so many years. I know the value of breath and wind, and I don't live in the Matrix, and I don't answer to y'all in the Matrix. So you can just yell at me and call me over a name in your book. I just don't give no fucks. Anywho, so they did it. They filed an answer, and I'm going to read it to you guys. I was considering it, and I've decided that I am going to share it with you and be transparent. This is an incredibly important issue. And in the city of Port Townsend, whether it's the golf course, all the different affordable housing projects, the pool, there's a lot of projects in Port Townsend, as you know, that say $1 to $500,000 or more spent on consultants. The projects that never happened. $500,000 would have went a long way to fix the infrastructure, but they don't care. They just, let that blow up. They make you conserve on water, and they don't fix the pipes. And then when the pipes blow and 40 million gallons leak, well, then you better save and conserve water. And then, the latest sinkhole downtown, they're going to keep happening. They spend money on everything but the infrastructure. Anywho, so the city answered the complaint, and the city is representing and actually filing documents as the attorney for John Mauro personally. In my opinion, that is a special privilege violation. That is an ethics violation. That is a law violation. It's not okay that the taxpayer has to pay for you going, hey, I don't like you because I believe this. I don't like you because I believe that. I'm going to spend all your taxpayer money enacting what I believe. And regardless of what political party or religion or whatever you are, it's what I believe in my hive mind friends. And then when I get sued for it, then you're going to pay for that too. It's very abusive. Wow, right? So anyway, it's happened. And the city, you, taxpayer, are paying for John Mauro's crimes. To me, it was a crime. I've seen the public records and what he did to Julie Jamal, what he, the stand down order. He knew Antifa would be there. He let the other group in the back door, police protection, blocked us out, gaslighted us, justified it with the Q&A that he did with the PR company and the YMCA. So to me, he's a criminal. But this is a civil case, see, for now. Anyhow, you are paying for John Mauro's attorney, personally and professionally, so he can do whatever he wants. He can violate any law, zoning, constitutional rights, civil rights, you name it, okay? And then you, the taxpayer, has to pay for all that money he's put into the projects and the consultants and what I call money laundering. And then if he gets sued for it, you have to pay for that too. You have to pay for the lawyers and the judgments and everything. But it shouldn't be that way. It said right on the complaint, personally and professionally. That's two people. That's one John Mauro, city manager personally, one John Mauro, city manager professionally. Actually, one just called John Mauro, one called city manager John Mauro. But they did. The city's paying for his attorney in the claims to do with the personal part too. So that's not okay. And you're footing the bill. So stay tuned. I'm going to read the answers that were filed last week. And I don't care who throws no hissy fits about it. Not even you. Not you. I don't have nobody that I consider an ally in the case that says, oh, please don't share the documents of the case. Please. Well, I do what I want. I'm an old child. I do what I want. You've already taken away everything. You've already beat us in the streets. You've already incited violence. You've already taken away everything. And, what are you going to do to me? Take away my birthday? And I don't even care about that because, I'm right with God. So it doesn't matter. Anyway, so I'll be reading those probably today and talking a lot more about all these different issues just to let you know what's going on. Get public records yourself, research it yourself. I'm not asking to be believed. I don't care. I make my jokes. I make my funny stuff. I got my apps. I do my dance. I do my channeling. I do my singing. I just do my thing, right? Port Townsend is all about everybody doing their thing, but they're not. That's just a facade. They're all about the homeless and helping the homeless. It's just a facade, right? It's all just about the homeless industrial complex. They don't actually go in the street and help them or talk to the dirty, grimy homeless, right? Or let them sleep in a car downtown or near their homes without harassing them, right? It's all just for show. to get grant money. We are doing good. These people are so bad and so down on their luck, and we're getting the money to do good by them. Anyway, you're paying for John Mauro's civil case.